I left team selections to the assistant coaches, aka simulation, and I let the boys do their thing while I spectated from the stands. We get pumped, 18 points to 0, but amidst the pumping there were some standouts. Meet Daniel Keats, an absolute mountain of a man, stands at 7 feet tall, weighing in at a whopping 150 kgs. I'm surprised this SRL imports gets around on the field. From what I remember, we had limited time in the opposition 20, and the closest we got to scoring was a little bit of an aerial battle. What left the biggest impression to me was the goal line defense. Our boys held on for as long as they could, just continuously showing up for each other. There had to be like 3 or 4 occasions where we stopped tries. Although the scoreline was 18 points to 0, for the longest time we kept them scoreless. That's the beauty of signing these absolute battlers at 1%ers. They keep going till they can't. Speaking of, our boy, our skipper, had a typical captain's knock. By the way, when I said we held them scoreless for the longest time, it took all of 45 minutes for the first points to be scored, and I guess that's the biggest takeaway from games 1 and 2. Our second half performances, they drop off a cliff. Week 2, we'll let our assistant coaches take the reins yet again with selection, and we get a whole bunch of new players. We get like a new centre pairing, a new fullback, I believe almost the whole team except for the skipper. New players and new standouts, like Finley Hampson, an English northern lad who got into rugby league late, as he actually grew up playing rugby union before making the switch. A few other standouts, our centre pairing, Tallis Riff, an Australian import from the Gold Coast, with hopes of bringing that famous Tallis name to the spotlight yet again in rugby league. He was pretty good, a few line breaks, a couple try savers. As for our other centre, Amo Pacotti, he scored the only try of the pre-season, and it was a doozy of a try too, off a kick return. Like a lot of kids, grew up trying his hand at a few sports, basketball, rugby union, soccer, but ultimately fell in love with league. He's one of a few of our New Zealand imports. That pretty much sums up the few shining lights for our pre-season matches. Boys, it was a tough couple days out. The final score for the second game, 16 points to 6, only the 1 try scored throughout the 2-week period. Plenty to work on, plenty to look forward to. Alright, so as far as our first lineup of round 1, for the most part, the standouts we kept. We've got a couple of shifts to our back line, our spine. Like Nathaniel Edwards gets a run at hooker, Cam Butler to 5'8". James Hudson had a mean second game for us, so he's earned himself a spot in the starting lineup. We also have the tank coming off the bench, the 14th. He gets a crack. We'll dive deeper into the team list for week 2. For now though, I just want to put the team together, jump into the game and play. As always, boys, don't forget to hit up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad and to support the channel, drop a cheeky like, and let's get straight to business. This is going to be an absolute struggle, boys. If you don't, or if you haven't played a game with low rated players or 0 rated even, give it a crack. It is fun. The challenge is fun, and it's goddamn hard. Like I said, if it's like too hard, I guess we'll drop it down to pro and we'll increase the difficulty with each season. We're starting off on legend. I mean, we had to. The good thing is we have an abundance of players to choose from. You know, if someone gets injured and whatnot, that's a nice run there. Plenty of combinations to try out, plenty of players to try and level up too. See how this first team goes. As the kick is perfect, we get shoveled back into the end goal. Goal on defense is on point, much like the preseason. Alright. Also, the style of play will be different to how we usually play. It won't be like more structured in that. We'll be playing all loosey-goosey, if you will. Chucking the ball around. We'll see plenty of fins if we can get them off. Plenty of side steps. We don't really use them when we normally play, but see how we go here. I go for the kick on the third. Feeling all claustrophobic down this end of the field. Not quite the angle we wanted, still a decent kick. And the chase is great. That's the big boy, Taito Longa. Come on now. So weird seeing these other numbers in play. Has my ADD acting up, but it is cool on the other hand. It sucks that it didn't put your guys' numbers there straight away or automatically. So we're making a little break down the left side. These boys are so slow, man, so slow. He's offside. Oh, he touched that too, ref. Come on now. Take him out. Hey, justice, baby. Justice at work. Butler Short side. And it's Talis Rift, baby. Let's go. Our first try ever in Championship League 1. How was that for the first try of the season? A bit of a switcheroony here. Scrum play. We come to the open side, send it back to the blind and defend. Finley Hampson. First kick. It's a doozy. I hope the oh, come on. Of course, big hits, expect them. I was gonna say, I hope the crowd isn't too loud. I don't have game audio on at the moment for myself. And there's the first points for the opposition. Damn, bro. Get these changes. Let's bring in the tank. Daniel Keat. Let's also throw in our other prop, Chris Beal, I believe. I believe it's Chris Beal. Could be wrong. Wait, what the hell? What the hell was that? They're playing a different sports here in the UK. Here he is. First run for the tank. Try to line him up here. And there's the big fan from the big man.
That's your second.
How does he move?
Hold the 10.
How's the distance? Not the greatest. Ahmed, great ball. Talis Riff. Oh, come on. Send him off for plenty of stoppages in this game. Or is that out? Barely out. Edwards with the tap. To Chris Wright. Our little speedster. Cheeky little ankle tap. I want a short side play. There's like no space. So we're going to smash it out to the wing here. And it's Tanner Warrant. Tanner Warrant out on the wing. Scores our second try of the season. How about the vision from the fullback here? Finley Hampson fires this one down the sideline. A double cutout. And we sneak into the corner with our lock of all players. Slightly harder kick. And this one fades to the left. Man, kicking with low general play kicking stats is tough. I like it, man. I like the change. I like how they're slow as well. We won't be breaking away anytime soon. Our plays really need to be on point to score points.
Back with me.
And I love that about this. Oh, the big boy gets fended off. Come on, buddy. Don't be BFN or beefing. For those that don't know, big for nothing. Holy Beal. Flatlined. London. They hit their left. And it's a double for their winger, Jack Williams. Jordan Williams. Went for the interception and we missed. Too early. How's the kick? Oh, he brings this one back around. Locked at 10 points apiece. First official half in the bag, and the stats are as follows. The Scholars with slightly more time in possession. As for the error count, 2 errors apiece, 11 missed tackles to 7, and 10 line breaks to 8. Been a dope game so far. Alright, want to try and nail this 40-20. This time we're running onto it. And the kick is too big, too much on it. I thought we got that perfect. This is low-key feeling like the Jamaicans in the Rugby League World Cup. We cannot make any ground. This stamina, it's killed us. These second halves are going to be interesting moving forward, now that we know what to expect. For as dominating as the opposition's been, we've been pretty good for our goal line defense. With our goal line defense, sorry. Oh, get on. Oh, it's a penalty. Full time. Our first game of the season. We collect an L. Expect plenty more to come, boys. This was quite the task. I'm excited, not gonna lie. We were literally camped down our end of the field for a majority of that second half. And you know what? Our goal line defense was actually impressive. We held them out. All that possession, we held them out. The one hiccup was that penalty, and that's what got the Scholars the win. I'm keen to rip in for the next game. For now, though, we're going to wrap it up there. Plenty more players will get their debut sooner or later. As always, though, if you did enjoy that and would like to see more Rugby League-related content, or more content in general, be sure to sub to the channel and don't forget to run us straight at that like button. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.